All right. Shalom, Yasharala. I'm going to start out by giving infinite honors to my Heavenly Father, my great King, Yahweh by Shem, Yahushua by Shem, Harakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and our bishops, a great millstone, who our Heavenly Father has poured His Spirit on to teach us His glorious gospel. They're worthy of double honors and salutation to my fellow laborers in the Mashiach Yahushua, pushing His beloved doctrine across the four winds in this final hour. Shalom. All right. All right. Now, this sit down. This is going to be a testimonial. All right. We are definitely in the final order. In the final hour. We're in the last days. We passed the last days to the literal final hour. All right. Now, something transpired in my life last week with one of my children, and I had to go to court, in civil court, for one of my children. And when I got there, my child had more authority than me, and the system put him levels above me. He was very disrespectful, defiant, and the court ordered me to do certain things that's unspeakable. And when I went to court, and came out of it, I was like, if you ever read the book, in fact, I should have did it before I started. I'm gonna put a link for the movie 1984, inspired by the novel from George Orwell. Okay, I think he wrote it in 1944. Don't quote me on it. All right, now it's better to read the book, but I'm gonna put the movie in because they got the movie in color now. All right, and when you look at that movie is a beautiful depiction how life is about to be here in America. You're not going to have authority over your children, and your children are going to have the power to get you thrown in jail if you don't conform to the new system that's about to get rolled out. And that new world order is here. I'm a witness to it. All right. So before I get to what transpired with me in court, I'm going to bring out a couple excerpts, okay, and a clip. And then I'm going to get straight to what happened, what unraveled in court with my wicked ass son, okay? And when it happened, I was like, well, shit, that book by George Orwell in 1984, all right, these things are happening right now, all right? Now, this is an article written in 2023, all right, by survivalist.com, okay? And these be whistleblowers, you know, you got it's written in one place that the children of this world are wiser than the children of light. So you have a lot of so-called white people that see their civil liberties getting taken away. All right, the Constitution. All right, all of those perks that the Constitution gives you. All right, freedom of speech. All right, freedom to do this and that is getting taken away. All of the liberties that the Constitution so-called gives you is getting taken away, and that's what was depicted in this book. And I'm gonna show how it's taken away. I got court documents and everything. I'm gonna prove to you how it's taken away, and life as we know it is about to change dramatically. All right. So I'm gonna start off with this first paragraph, and it's an introduction to the novel, the book by George Orwell. All right, and it reads: drawing parallels between today and 1984. So in the book, that it was really a prophetic book, and this person who's narrating this excerpt, they're about to tell you the parallels what's going on in our day and time and with the book. All right. In this comprehensive analysis, we uncover the striking similarities between the dystopian novel 1984 by George Orwell and the events unfolding in 2023. As we delve deeper into the connections, it becomes increasingly evident that today's world is inching ever closer to Orwell's harmonious vision, okay? And that vision was prophetic. The Lord gave him the vision, put the Spirit on him to write that book, all right? Because it has what he depicted just happened to me in my life, all right? Throughout this exploration, we discuss various aspects that highlight the parallels, including surveillance technology, freedom of speech, information manipulation, privacy erosion, propaganda, individuality, groupthink, and the value of truth. All right. Now we know the truth. We live according to the scriptures. The Lord say in the scriptures that the Father, you know what? Let me pull it up. This is the truth right here. Let me get Ephesians. All right. This is how we're created to live. You so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and people of Hispanic descent. This is Ephesians 5. I'm going to skip down to verse 22. All right. We're going to show how the Lord's prescribed order is getting taken out of the way, and the satanic society that we're living in is reigning supreme for this little season. All right. I'm going to start at verse 21. This is Ephesians 5 and 21. Submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of Yahweh. All right. And that's what we are created for, as Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and people of Hispanic descent, we are created to keep the commandments, according to Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. And this is the Lord's prescribed orders. Wives, submit yourselves to your own husband as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Hamashiach is the head of the church and the savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Hamashiach, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. All right. That's the Lord's prescribed order. All right. The father is the head of the household, and he has all power. Let me get a precept to bag that up. I'm going to show you what happened when I went to court. This is a satanic society. That power has been stripped of us. That's why we need from it. That's why we need salvation. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. Okay? So, therefore, we, like Yahweh commands us to do things, we got to carry it out without questions, with pinpoint accuracy, or he disciplines us. All right? And then, with the authority that's given to us by Hamashiach, we rule over our households, how he teach us to rule over our households. So the Lord told us to teach our children the truth of the scriptures. Let me get that. In the book of Joshua. All right. I think that's Joshua. Let me find that verse. Bear with me. It's Deuteronomy or Joshua. Bear with me. Bear with me. Here we go. This is what I want. Deuteronomy 11 and 19. All right. And you should teach them, this time about the Lord's law. All right. This is what we're commanded to do. And you shall teach them your children, speaking to them when thou sittest in the house, when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou rise up. All right. And what are we supposed to teach them? All right. The Lehabah Shema Shai's laws, statutes, and commandments. I should have started 18. I'm going to do it. That's what I'm going to do. Deuteronomy 11 and 18. It reads, therefore shall ye lay up these my words in your heart, in your mind, and in your soul, and bind them a sign upon your hand, that they may be as frontlets between your eyes. And so these are the law, statutes, commandments that the Yahweh Shema Shai gave to the men of Israel to teach their houses, their families, and how to preside over their families, having these laws govern over us. Okay. And you shall teach them to your children. All right. And the Lord give us the authority to teach this to our children and our wives. All right. Speaking them when thou sittest in the house. When you're in the house, you're teaching your son wisdom. You're teaching them understanding. You're teaching them the Levitical laws. All right. You're teaching him how, when he becomes a man, how he has to preside over his house. Okay. And when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. Okay. And thou shalt write them on the doorposts of thine house and upon thy gates. All right. So that's what the Lord created us men to do. All right. Give this blessed holy law to our offspring, our wives, our family. Okay. So can you do that in this satanic society? All right. And what it said, and the value of truth? No. Because I'm gonna read that last sentence again. Through this exploration, we will discuss various aspects aspects that highlight the parallels, including surveillance technology, all right, freedom of speech, information manipulation, privacy erosion, propaganda, individuality, groupthink, and the value of truth. All right. So when your children go to school, they are learning this information manipulation, which is contrast to the laws that the scriptures I just read. All right. The so-called freedom of speech you have, all right, that's getting taken away from you. And the surveillance technology that they're using, they're going to enforce it like they're enforcing it on me. I'm going to see why this is a testimony, all right, to do what? To make you conform to the satanic society. I'm going to show you what's going to happen when you don't, all right? Let me skip down. There's another one I want to read. Okay, here we go. Another critical aspect of Orwell's 1984 is the suppression of freedom of speech. So you can't speak plainly to your children no more. All right? You can't discipline your children like the scriptures tell us to do. It's written in another place, he that spareth the rod doesn't love his son, roughly paraphrasing, all right? In 2023, we witness increasing censorship on social media platforms. And we've been censored. Us brothers, when we do these videos, a lot of them get taken down, okay? Because they're censoring the truth, all right? They're trying to do away with the truth. Critical thinkers, analytical thinkers, they want to do away with people that are like that, all right? With dissenting voices silenced and marginalized, all right? People that are saying things that are upright, okay? All right, they want to silence us, okay? So if you're teaching your child the right way to live, all right, the right way to conduct themselves, that's going to be a crime in the coming days. I'm about to show you. The chilling trend leads to narrow public discourse, all right? So they want to dumb you down, all right? They really want to bring you down to make you like a robot, all right? Take away free thought, take away critical thinking, all right? And they want to have you a narrow perception only for you to serve the system, creating an environment where independent thought becomes increasingly rare. In some cases, government and corporations wield their power to silence critics, whistleblowers, while in others, individuals self-censor out fear of social backlash, okay? And that's everything that's going to happen to us, Aki. We're spiritual whistleblowers, okay? We're blowing the whistle against the satanic society. All right. We're exposing this devil. Okay. So they want to censor us. All right. And they want to silence us. We're those critics. The stifling atmosphere resonates with the oppressive regime patrolled in 1984. All right. And when you look at that movie or read that book, all right, the system was oppressing the people. You couldn't think how you wanted to think. You couldn't be an individual. Everybody had to wear the same uniform. They had to speak the same thing, or they were thrown in jail and put to death. Where any deviation from the approved narrative is harshly punished. And that's just what happened to me when I went to court this week. I'm going to prove it to you, okay? Now I'm going to play this clip so you can get a visual depiction of what was going on. This is somebody narrating what happened in the movie 1984, okay? And then I'm going to bring up my court documents, what happened to me with my child. All right, we're going to see what in this movie that inspired by the book by George Orwell, what they say was going to happen with the children and how the relationship and the dynamics between children and parents. All right, school is satanic. This educational industrial complex is satanic. All right, now watch this. All right, so in the movie, a child was considered a hero if he heard his parents saying something contrary to what he learned at school, and the child would go back and tell what their parents said, and the parent would be thrown in jail. All right, this is the new system that's about to get rolled out here in America. So when that child went to school, it was taught to be rebellious towards his parent and loyal to the satanic system. Okay, I'm gonna show you how this just happened to me. All right, so soon this devil's gonna control when you can have sex and when you can have children. All right, and the feelings, the emotions between men and women. In this movie, you would see that it took that away. In fact, the government would pick who you would have children for because the government only wanted you to have children to procreate so they could have more slaves to work in the system. All right, you wouldn't put your philosophies in that child. You wouldn't teach that show that child affection and love and discipline. All right, that child will be strictly, it will come out of your loins, and when it's born into earth, it will be programmed to learn how to be a Satanist. And the child won't even have a emotional connection with you. All right, because if you're a free thinker, that child, when it's educated, that child is going to be an enmity with you, and it's going to be a spy in your household and going to have power over you. Say the children were spies in the house, all right, hiding hidden cameras and stuff to spy on their parents, all right. Satanism, all right. And something similar just happened to me, all right. I'm just playing this to set up what I'm about to bring out ultimately with my testimony. Whoa, I don't know why it's not showing the video. Hold up. Bear with me, Aki. I wanted y'all, I know y'all can hear it, but I wanted you to see the video. I'm looking at the video. I don't know what happened here in StreamYard. What did I do wrong? Damn. Damn. I wonder why it's not sharing the screen. It's sharing the it ain't share the article I read either. I must have did something wrong. Let me see. Bear with me. What did I do wrong? All right, it should scare. I should have did that at the beginning. Salakia. Now it should be sharing. Salakia for that. Now it should be sharing. Okay. Dang. Can't hear it either. Bear with me, all right? The water, brother. Might start it over, all right? If you can't hear, because it's defeating the whole purpose. I'm gonna have to start it over. That's Salakia for that. All right.
Though no specific information or examples are available
to
explain their situation, it's likely that, given the whole process of the systems of control and surveillance is to keep absolute power in the hands of this elite, that the restrictions and moulding of their offspring is likely lax, or at least different, compared to out-of-party kids. This is not necessarily to suggest that no rules or expectations are applied to inner-party members when it comes to marriage and children, but it is to maintain that these are likely less enforceable on this class, though this is speculation on my part.
You know what? I'm going to have to do it over.
Interestingly, children of inner-party members are not automatically inducted into this elite of oceanic society. All party children take examinations at age 16 to determine which branch of the party they fall into, perhaps then given such